Imagine a motor so powerful that it could shake the foundations of the entire EV and hybrid car industry. That's exactly what people are saying about BYD's new motor technology. This innovation has already started giving sleepless nights to some of the biggest automotive brands in the world. The motor is not just powerful, it's incredibly intelligent and advanced, making experts and enthusiasts alike stop and think. Many are now wondering whether this technology could become a serious challenge for companies like Tesla in the coming years. Reports about its energy delivery, efficiency, and long-term performance suggest capabilities that haven't really been seen before. Naturally, this raises a big question. Is this truly a game changer, or is it simply another clever marketing move? The real twist, however, lies in the secret technology hidden inside this motor, technology that could potentially transform how cars are driven in the future. In this video, we'll uncover that secret and explore why BYD's motor technology is creating so much buzz. We'll also look at how it could influence the future of the global automotive industry. So stay with us until the end, because what you're about to learn might completely change the way you think about electric vehicles. Before we dive into the motor technology itself, let's first understand a bit about BYD, who they are, and how they became such a powerful player in the automotive world. Like every major company, BYD also has a fascinating story behind its success. The company started in China, but not as a car manufacturer. In fact, it began as a small company that made batteries. Yes, that's right. BYD's journey started with batteries. In its early days, the company mainly produced batteries for mobile phones and other electronic devices. Over time, however, its leadership realized that the future wouldn't just belong to batteries alone, it would belong to vehicles powered by batteries. That realization marked a turning point for the company. When BYD was founded in 1995, few people could have imagined that within 25 to 30 years, it would become one of the world's largest automotive companies. At first, the company gained recognition for producing affordable and reliable batteries. But in 2003, BYD made a bold move. It decided to enter the automobile industry. Many people were skeptical. After all, how could a battery manufacturer compete in the highly competitive car market? But BYD proved that with the right vision and strong technological capabilities, it's possible to disrupt even the most established industries. Gradually, the company began producing vehicles, initially launching cars powered by petrol and diesel engines. However, BYD soon realized that the global automotive landscape was changing quickly. Oil prices were rising, pollution was becoming a major concern, and consumers were looking for cleaner and more innovative solutions. That's when BYD played its most important card: hybrid and electric vehicles. At first, many observers thought this was simply an experiment, but over time, BYD demonstrated that it had entered the EV race with full commitment. It wasn't just testing the waters, it was aiming to lead the industry. Today, BYD's presence extends far beyond China. The company sells its vehicles across Europe, America, Asia, and many other major markets around the world. One of the most impressive aspects of BYD's strategy is its ability to produce electric vehicles at relatively low costs. This has been a major factor behind its rapid global expansion. While some companies sell EVs at premium prices, BYD has managed to deliver impressive technology and quality at more affordable price points. This approach has made even major companies like Tesla take notice. In fact, in several markets, BYD has already surpassed Tesla in EV sales. What makes BYD's growth story even more remarkable is its vertical integration. The company started with batteries and eventually built a complete ecosystem around them. Today, BYD develops its own battery technology, motor systems, and manufacturing facilities. In simple terms, the company controls nearly every important part of its production process rather than relying heavily on external suppliers. This self-reliant strategy has become one of BYD's greatest strengths. Today, BYD isn't just a leader in electric vehicles. It also has a strong presence in the hybrid car segment. Its DMI hybrid technology has created a significant impact in the market. With this system, vehicles can run using both petrol and battery power, providing drivers with flexibility and a reliable backup when needed. Now let's move to the part everyone has been waiting for: BYD's new motor technology. These days, almost every automaker is introducing new technologies for EVs and hybrid vehicles. But BYD's latest motor stands out from the rest. It's designed differently, built with unique engineering ideas, and that's exactly why the global auto industry is watching it so closely. So what makes this technology so special? The biggest highlight is that BYD's new motor and battery system operates on a 1,000-volt architecture. You might be wondering why that matters. In simple terms, higher voltage means more power with less energy loss. This allows the car to deliver stronger performance while keeping the battery cooler and more efficient. To understand this in a simple way, imagine water flowing through pipes. A narrow pipe sends water slowly, but a wider pipe can move the same water much faster. A 1,000-volt system works in a similar way. It allows more energy to flow smoothly to the motor without wasting power. As a result, when you press the accelerator, the car can respond instantly and pick up speed very quickly. Even during highway acceleration, this motor performs far better than many traditional electric systems. One common complaint about older electric vehicles is the slight delay or sluggishness during acceleration. With BYD's new motor, that issue is largely eliminated. One of the greatest advantages of electric vehicles is instant torque, which means the car can start pulling power immediately. BYD has designed this motor so that the torque delivery is smooth, balanced, and highly responsive. This makes driving much more enjoyable. Whether you're navigating slow city traffic or cruising on an open highway, the motor delivers strong and consistent performance in every situation. Another important benefit of the 1,000-volt system is that it generates less heat. Lower heat means the battery and motor components can operate more efficiently and last longer. In practical terms, this can also help improve the driving range of the vehicle and reduce the need for frequent charging. For example, if an earlier electric vehicle could travel around 400 to 500 kilometers on a full charge, improvements like this could potentially push that range beyond 600 or even 700 kilometers without putting extra strain on the battery. BYD has also introduced a more advanced cooling system for this motor setup. This improved cooling helps both the motor and the battery stay stable even during long drives. As a result, overheating issues are significantly reduced, and the car continues to run smoothly even during extended highway journeys. Another interesting aspect of the design is that BYD has made the motor more compact and lightweight. A lighter motor reduces the overall weight of the vehicle, which improves the power-to-weight ratio. This directly contributes to better speed, efficiency, and overall driving performance. Many automakers around the world are still working with 400-volt or 800-volt systems, but BYD has already taken a step further by moving to a 1,000-volt platform. That's one of the reasons this technology is being described as a potential game changer. Companies like Tesla are also exploring higher voltage architectures, but BYD appears to have already made significant progress in this direction. This makes their new motor not just a technological achievement, but also a serious challenge to the rest of the EV industry. With its impressive combination of power, torque, and efficiency, BYD's innovation could push other manufacturers to accelerate the development of similar technologies in the near future. New material technology. Now imagine a motor that is lighter, smaller, and yet more powerful. That's exactly what BYD has tried to achieve with its new material technology. While every automaker uses different engineering methods when designing motors, BYD has introduced some important changes that help it stand out. One major improvement involves the use of high-performance magnets. To understand this, think about the simple magnets you might have on your refrigerator. They can hold small objects in place. However, the magnets used in BYD's motor are far more powerful and durable. These advanced magnets help increase the motor's power output while significantly reducing energy losses. In simple terms, the motor can produce more power while using less electricity. Another innovation involves the use of ultra-thin steel sheets inside the motor. Traditional motors often use thicker steel sheets, which can make the motor heavier and lead to greater energy losses. BYD, however, uses extremely thin steel layers. This design makes the motor lighter and allows electricity to flow more smoothly through the system. A lighter motor means the entire vehicle becomes lighter, which improves both performance and efficiency. You can think of it like a person running with a light backpack versus a heavy one. With less weight to carry, the person can move faster and for a longer time without getting tired. And finally, we come to one of the most important elements of this new technology, the advanced cooling system. One of the biggest challenges with electric motors and batteries is overheating. During long drives, or when the vehicle demands more power, the motor can heat up, which may affect performance. To solve this problem, BYD has introduced an advanced cooling system in its motor. This system continuously removes excess heat, allowing the motor to run at high power for extended periods without overheating. The combination of three key improvements, stronger magnets, ultra-thin steel sheets, and an advanced cooling system, has made BYD's motor lighter, smaller, and more powerful than before. When the motor is lighter, the overall vehicle becomes easier to control. Acceleration feels smoother, handling improves, and the overall driving experience becomes far more enjoyable. Another important point is that this technology gives BYD a unique position in the market. While many companies still rely on older motor designs and traditional materials, BYD has taken a completely new approach by redesigning the motor from the ground up. This innovation helps the company deliver strong performance even while keeping the vehicle price relatively affordable. There's another benefit as well. Since the motor is smaller and more compact, it frees up extra space inside the vehicle. Manufacturers can use this space to install a larger battery pack or provide more room and comfort for passengers. This advantage could make BYD vehicles even more appealing to customers in the future. Energy efficiency and battery integration. Now let's talk about something that matters to every EV owner: energy efficiency and battery performance. No matter how powerful a vehicle is, if the battery drains too quickly, the overall experience becomes disappointing. This is where BYD has made a major move by combining its well-known Blade battery with the new motor technology. Just imagine the result when one of the safest and most reliable batteries in the industry works together with a highly advanced motor system. The Blade battery is famous for its slim and space-efficient design while still offering high energy storage capacity. Because of this design, it occupies less space in the vehicle while still providing strong backup power. When this battery is paired with the 1000-volt motor system, the performance improves significantly. The vehicle can travel longer distances on a single charge than before. In the past, one of the biggest concerns people had about electric vehicles was driving range. Questions like, "How far can it go?" were very common. BYD's new technology aims to address that concern. For example, if earlier EVs offered a range of around 400 to 500 kilometers, the improved efficiency of this system could potentially extend that range to over 600 or even 700 kilometers. At the same time, charging time has also been reduced. The Blade battery works especially well with high-voltage systems, allowing it to charge faster. This means drivers don't have to spend long hours waiting at charging stations. Improved driving performance. This new motor-battery combination doesn't just improve range, it also enhances the overall driving experience. When you press the accelerator, the car responds instantly and smoothly. There are no jerks and no delays, just a steady and powerful flow of energy. Even at high speeds, the car remains stable and controlled. This stability comes from the strong torque of the motor and the constant support provided by the battery. In the EV market, people often complain about a trade-off. Some vehicles offer very high speed but drain the battery quickly, while others provide good battery life but lack excitement and performance. BYD appears to have found a balance between these two factors. The combination of this motor and battery creates a vehicle that remains powerful, controlled, and reliable, even at higher speeds. Benefits for hybrid vehicles. This technology also works extremely well in hybrid vehicles. BYD's DMI hybrid system has already gained strong popularity in the market. When the new motor technology is integrated into this system, the vehicle performs efficiently with both petrol and battery power. This means drivers don't have to worry about running out of range, and they also don't have to compromise on performance. In terms of the driving experience, the result is a very smooth ride. Whether you are moving slowly through city traffic or driving at 120 to 150 kilometers per hour on the highway, the vehicle maintains a fluid and stable feel. Because both the motor and battery are highly efficient, problems such as overheating, sudden power loss, or frequent charging become much less likely. Lower running costs. Another major advantage of this efficient system is lower operating cost. When the motor and battery use energy more efficiently, the vehicle can travel longer distances using the same amount of power or fuel. This means drivers can go farther on a single charge or tank while spending less money overall. In simple terms, the technology doesn't just improve performance, it also makes electric and hybrid driving more practical and affordable for everyday users. This is one of the main reasons why customers see these vehicles as practical and budget-friendly. Now, let's move to the stage where the real competition begins: the impact on the global market. If a technology becomes popular in just one country, it doesn't change much. But when that same technology begins spreading across the world, it signals a major shift in the industry. That's exactly what BYD's new motor technology is starting to do. Let's begin with the United States. The EV market there has long been dominated by Tesla, and the industry has largely revolved around it. However, BYD is gradually entering the market. Imagine a place where Tesla has been considered the king of electric vehicles, and now another company arrives with cars that are more affordable and highly efficient. For many American customers, the biggest attraction is simple: lower price and longer range. When BYD's vehicles, equipped with a 1,000-volt motor system and Blade battery technology, start appearing on American roads, the pressure on Tesla is likely to increase. As a result, Tesla and other manufacturers may have to respond by lowering prices and introducing new technologies faster. In that sense, BYD's innovations could push the EV industry in the United States to evolve more rapidly. Now let's look at Europe. European countries have been leaders in promoting clean energy and sustainable transportation. Governments across the region have introduced strict policies to reduce pollution. In many cities, diesel vehicles have already been restricted, and petrol cars are also being phased out gradually. Because of this, one of the biggest questions in the European market has been, where will affordable electric cars with long range come from? BYD seems to be stepping into that gap. Its vehicles support clean energy goals while also matching the needs created by European policies. When customers see a car that can travel longer distances on a single charge while still remaining affordable, it naturally becomes an attractive option. This is one reason why BYD is quickly strengthening its presence in the European EV market. Now let's turn to Asia. China is BYD's home market, and the company already holds a strong position there. But now it is expanding further into countries such as India, Japan, and South Korea. In a country like India, where consumers traditionally value affordable and fuel-efficient vehicles, BYD's combination of low price, long driving range, and faster charging fits extremely well with market demand. Because of this, BYD has the potential to become a major player in India's EV market in the coming years. Meanwhile, in countries like Japan and South Korea, where hybrid and electric vehicles are already very popular, BYD is trying to establish itself through advanced technology and competitive pricing. The impact of this technology won't only affect automobile companies, it could also influence government policies worldwide. When a company starts offering EVs that are both affordable and high-performing, governments may feel increased pressure to accelerate the transition to electric mobility. The common arguments that EVs are too expensive or that their range is limited become harder to justify. For example, if people in Europe see electric cars traveling 600 to 700 kilometers on a single charge while remaining affordable, governments may speed up plans to phase out petrol and diesel vehicles. This shift could also transform the automotive industry's overall strategy. In the past, electric vehicles were often considered premium products meant mainly for wealthier buyers. But companies like BYD are helping bring EV technology within reach of ordinary consumers. As a result, other manufacturers may be forced to lower their prices and improve their technologies in order to stay competitive. And this change will not be limited to developed markets like the United States or Europe. The adoption of EVs could also accelerate in emerging regions such as Asia, Africa, and South America. Another major impact will be seen in jobs and industrial growth. As electric vehicles become more affordable, industries related to charging infrastructure, battery production, and motor manufacturing are expected to grow rapidly worldwide. This expansion could create millions of new jobs and lead to the development of entirely new sectors within the global economy. And companies like BYD may have a strong advantage in this race because they produce many key components, including batteries and motors, within their own ecosystem. Smart design and innovation. Now imagine a motor that looks small, weighs less, but can outperform a much larger engine in terms of power and performance. It might sound surprising, but BYD has demonstrated that this is possible through smart design and engineering innovation. One of the most impressive aspects of its motor is its compact design. The motor has been made smaller, which reduces the total weight of the vehicle. When a car is lighter, its performance naturally improves, acceleration becomes quicker, and efficiency increases. At the same time, the smaller motor design frees up extra space inside the vehicle. This space can be used in different ways, such as installing a larger battery pack or providing more interior room for passengers. Think of it like this. If a house has furniture that is small yet strong, it saves space while still doing its job effectively. BYD has applied a similar idea to its motor design. The motor has been engineered to use electricity with minimal energy loss. In many traditional motors, heat builds up after long use, and some energy is wasted in the process. However, BYD's new motor uses advanced materials and an improved cooling system that significantly reduces heat loss. The direct benefit of this is simple: more power output and longer battery backup. In other words, you get more driving and less frequent charging. One of the biggest concerns for EV buyers is the long-term reliability of the motor and battery. People often wonder how many years these components will work properly without major issues. BYD has addressed this concern as well. Its motor has been designed to maintain strong performance even after running continuously for long periods. This means drivers are less likely to face frequent repairs or the need to replace the motor. Because of this reliability, many customers now see BYD vehicles as a dependable choice. Now let's look at how this smart design and innovation have created a ripple effect across the EV industry. First, consider Tesla. For years, Tesla has been regarded as a leader in electric vehicle technology, but BYD's new motor technology is now putting real pressure on the company. Tesla still holds strong brand recognition and advanced features, but the combination of lower price and high efficiency offered by BYD has become a serious challenge. As a result, Tesla is now being pushed to introduce faster improvements and adjust its product strategy. The situation is similar for Toyota. Toyota has long been known as a pioneer in hybrid technology, but it has been slower in the fully electric vehicle segment. With BYD advancing rapidly in both motor and battery technology, Toyota is also being forced to rethink its EV strategy. Otherwise, customers who previously preferred Toyota's hybrid vehicles might start shifting toward BYD's electric options. And it's not just Tesla or Toyota feeling the pressure. Other global automakers, from Volkswagen in Germany to Hyundai Motor Company and Kia Corporation in South Korea, are also closely watching these developments. The challenge is that upgrading technology at the pace BYD has achieved isn't easy. One reason for this is BYD's strong vertical integration. The company develops many critical components, including batteries and motors, in-house. Other manufacturers often depend on external suppliers for these technologies, which can slow down innovation. This brings us to an important question. Is this motor truly a game changer in the EV technology race? The answer appears to be yes, and possibly on a very large scale. The reason is that this innovation isn't just a technical upgrade, it offers practical solutions to common EV problems. In the past, people often criticized electric vehicles for having limited range, longer charging times, and concerns about long-term durability. BYD's new motor technology aims to address all three issues: better efficiency, longer driving range, and improved durability. Because of this, the EV industry is experiencing growing pressure to upgrade its motor technologies. If other manufacturers fail to keep up, BYD could gain a major advantage in the global EV market in the coming years. That's why BYD is no longer viewed as just another Chinese automaker. Instead, it is increasingly seen as a global powerhouse in electric vehicle technology. Now let's look at the most important question of all. What does this mean for customers? When most people buy a car, their first thoughts are usually about fuel efficiency and overall cost. BYD's new motor technology directly addresses these concerns. In the past, one of the biggest worries for EV buyers was driving range and charging time. People often complained that charging could take hours and the car might only travel around 300 to 400 kilometers. But the combination of BYD's motor and its blade battery technology is helping reduce those concerns. With the ability to travel longer distances on a single charge and faster charging times, customers gain much greater convenience. This means fewer trips to charging stations and less anxiety about running out of battery during long journeys. Another major advantage is affordability. Companies like Tesla often operate in the premium segment, but BYD has demonstrated that advanced technology doesn't have to be limited to luxury buyers. Many BYD vehicles are priced more competitively. On top of that, the running and maintenance costs are also lower. Unlike petrol or diesel vehicles, there is no need for frequent fuel refills, and there are fewer maintenance requirements such as engine oil changes. Over time, this makes the vehicle much more economical for customers. Finally, It's important to remember that the world is currently facing major challenges related to pollution and climate change. Electric vehicles like those produced by BYD can play an important role in reducing emissions and supporting a cleaner, more sustainable future. Vehicles that run on petrol and diesel release smoke and harmful gases into the air, which increases pollution and contributes to the growing carbon footprint on our planet. Because of this, electric vehicles are often seen as the future of clean transportation. However, many people still wonder whether EVs are truly as clean and efficient as they claim to be. This is where the technology developed by BYD becomes important. Its advanced motor and battery system is designed not only to reduce carbon emissions, but also to use energy in a much more efficient way. In a sense, this technology helps bridge the gap between traditional petrol and diesel vehicles and fully electric cars. It offers a practical transition toward cleaner mobility. This is especially beneficial in hybrid vehicles, where the car can operate using both petrol and battery power. Because of this dual capability, drivers gain flexibility and peace of mind. They can still rely on petrol when needed while enjoying the efficiency and environmental benefits of electric power. Another major advantage for customers is that they no longer have to feel uncertain about switching to electric mobility. Many people hesitate to move directly to a fully electric car because they are concerned about range, charging infrastructure, or long-term reliability. With hybrid technology, drivers can make the transition gradually. They can start with a hybrid vehicle and slowly move toward a fully electric vehicle when they feel more comfortable with the technology. In this way, BYD's innovations are not just changing how vehicles work. They are also changing people's confidence and mindset about electric transportation. This brings us to a big question. Could BYD's motor technology challenge the dominance of companies like Tesla? In the coming years, will people begin to see BYD as the true leader of the EV market? Or will established giants like Toyota and Tesla respond with their own breakthroughs? That uncertainty is what makes this story so interesting. Now it's your turn to think about it. Do you believe BYD will truly shake up the entire automotive industry in the coming years? Or will this simply become another technology that other companies eventually adopt as well? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you'd like to stay updated with more interesting insights and innovations like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future updates.